G'day mates, it's Donny, and tonight we're going to be putting a new battery in the Majesty. I'll show you very shortly why we're going to be doing that. When I picked it up from where I bought it from, they'd done some dodgy things, and I'll just tell you what they've done, and we'll go through and just do the real quick battery swap. Let's have a look at the old battery, shall we? Got the positive terminal, all looks good. Got the negative one, absolutely shot, as you can see. There is a hole through the side of it. And for those of you that don't know, this is a metal cable tie, and what those geniuses did with this bike before I got it was they just chucked the old metal cable tie through here, and then they cable tied it around the actual negative wire that goes onto the bike, because obviously they couldn't actually use a terminal block to actually screw it down. So we're not going to be doing that. We're going to do it properly. So as you can see here, I've actually got the Phillips head screws with the terminal blocks that are sitting inside the terminals here. So we can actually put it down into the little cavity right here, get it screwed in, and we should be done. So it's not actually too hard. Haven't done the whole video, but there normally is a panel that sits over this. It's just a couple of Allen keys, and you obviously pop that up, get it out of the way. Then the battery itself, you can see the positive side is the front side. So we're actually going to turn this around from the way I've got it orientated. And they actually sit down like that. So that's how it's going to sit. I'm going to screw into here, because I've already got the actual blocks in there ready to go. And that should be all we need to do. Next part for the toolkit today, we're just going to be using one of the iFixit kits. So you can just go through, find a suitable Phillips head. I think that one will do. Just want one that's a little bit bigger, because with these blocks and these screws that go through into here, we don't actually want to over tighten them. We just want it to be firm, because otherwise, if you over tighten them, you strip the whole block out, which is obviously what had happened before. So we'll do that and we'll test it out. As you can see now, we've actually got the screw that's going into that terminal block on the back, the other one on this side as well. You can see that I've basically just got them tight enough. So you can see as well that we do actually have a smaller Phillips head than what we probably would otherwise normally use. But for this, I don't want them super tight. I just want it firm. So you can see they're both firm in there now. This relay will actually sit on that little tab. Before I put it all back together, I'll make sure that's in there. But now that we've got all that sorted, we can key it on. Oh, we've got a headlight. That's pretty good. Well, we know that we've got some power. Let's see if we can get it to crank. So first thing, I've got the handbrake put on. So handbrake's just actually locking the rear wheel. The reason for this is so that I can film it basically. Otherwise, if you hold this rear brake in, you just then need to have your run switch turned on, have your key on. Got some power, there's that headlight again. And then if they haven't ran for a while, what you should do is you should tap them a couple of times just to actually move everything around, move the oil around a little bit. I've already done that, so if we just tap this key now, I've got the door open, otherwise my friend Dan will crack it for, you know, breathing in carbon monoxide in an enclosed environment. We've got some airflow now, so we should be right. But now, if we just tap this run button, we should be right. So let's give it a whirl. Whoop, but might want to hold it in a little bit longer, I guess. That was quick. Now that we've started, I'm going to unlock this, just so I can rev it a little bit and see the rear wheel move. Not bad, considering it hasn't ran for about, I don't know, 2 months or something. There we go, that's a headlight, pretty bright headlight. Turn that off, and yeah, we're all good. Everything seems to be running, all looking pretty good. As you can tell, it's not that difficult a task to swap the battery out in one of these. If you've got the panel cover off already, it's really simple. Just put the new one in, screw down the terminals where you need to screw them down. We're not that far off now actually being able to go and get the Yamaha Majesty blue slipped, so we can ride it on the road legally in New South Wales in Australia. So if you want to keep following along and see when that happens, make sure you hit the like button and make sure you subscribe. Cheers.